Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for one, anyone that's called to it. But we're going to focus, for the most part, or at least my intentions are, we'll see where this reading goes. But this is definitely going to be an intuitive reading centered towards people who may have a love interest coming back from the past. Those who want to move forward or have someone of interest they're willing to move forward with. We're going to get some guidance here. We're going to see what's up with the person in the past and, what Spirit wants you to know moving forward. So, beautiful energies after integrating that energy into the deck. For the past person, we have the Two of Cups. And for you, we have the Ten of Cups. In the shared deck, we have Give Your Relationship a Chance, Surrender to Miracles, Make the Effort, and Forgiving and Learning. Okay? So this is going to be one of my favorite styles of reading. Get the Divine Timing, Give Your Relationship a Chance, Surrender to Miracles, Want to Be Seen Again. But I'm going to do it more of like a story time. I'm going to let the cards really give the story. Give your relationship a chance with engagement and surrender resentments. Surrender to success. All right, let's see. So let's see what energy they're coming in with. Surrender to prayer with codependency under the bottom. Anything else? Okay, that was intense. So with the way that came out, they've got some intense low self-esteem issues. And we also have religious factors. It feels like they're praying for the courage to either come back in or make their presence more known to you. You may be seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities, and they don't want you to release them. They're trying to heal, but they're obsessing about it. And this is why they're praying so much about it. I feel like they're also seeing signs and synchronicities here with this. This is what I see. Especially with Let Your Friends Help You. They're trying to surrender worry. And I think they're putting a lot of focus into their career, as they're letting the divine show them the signs and synchronicities with this Let Your Friends Help You. Calling in your soulmate as I look at the Two of Cups, and then attraction, true love, playfulness. Stay optimistic. They're trying to raise their vibration and change their viewpoint. And it feels like they want to have the courage to approach you, but they've got to deal with these self-esteem issues. And I feel like these self-esteem issues are coming from whatever transpired in the past. It feels like they know. Yeah, look at this. They've always known that you make them happy, and they want to move forward with you. No wonder the Two of Cups is at the bottom. This separation is not... It's not what they see. It's not what they feel gives them that success at the end. This low self-esteem card starts off with you deserve success, love, and abundance. See? Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. It's like you make this person happy, confident that things can be a victory, but it's like they're praying for the rest of this Chariot energy. Right now, they're still Four of Swords, still reminiscing on how much they love you, although they're distant. They're hurting. All of these other cups are broken, but they're holding on to the Two of Cups. They're not letting this connection go. Why? Because you make them happy. They choose you. They're very attracted. They believe you are their true love. They're very optimistic. Look at that. Surrender to non-action. Surrender to trust. Surrender to what is. I think they don't like the fact that they're still stuck. But they see you as a victory. Surrender ego just wanted to be seen. Surrender frustration, surrender stubbornness, definitely ego. I feel a sense of rejection. There's a fear of rejection here. I was about to say this person definitely wants to communicate. And what is this? The Page and the Eight of Wands. This person wants to communicate and offer a partnership in the physical space. Look at this. This person wants to definitely restore balance, but not only in the physical space, through partnership, friendship. Not only does they want to balance and give an equal exchange in the physical space, but they also want that spiritual balance between the two of you. Oreo, no. Thank you. Go lay down. They want this balance in the physical and emotional space. I mean, the spiritual and emotional space. Look at this. We talked about this before. They're trying to surrender to divine guidance. They feel this deep soul connection. And it may be you that's reading their action as stubborn ways. And they could also be reading their action as stubborn ways, but it's almost a sense here of there's no need to worry. There's just things that there's things that have to run its course. Give your relationship a chance. Engagement. You deserve love. I feel like there's an opportunity here with this past person to create something new. Wedding. I feel like there's a daunting question of, but will you? Tell me. Tell me more about the viewer. What energy is the viewer coming in with? Surrender to your intuition. Wanted to fly out over. Stay optimistic about your love life. This raising of vibration with playfulness. True love and attraction. Romantic feelings. Surrender. Denial. Express your love. What direction are we going with this? Because it feels like a pull to see what this past energy has to offer, and that's not at all what I felt initially, but there may have been some unhealthy, look at this, defensiveness. There may have been some unhealthy, look at this, attachment as I'm trying to spit the word out. There was an unhealthy attachment to the outcome. And there was an unhealthy attachment here in regards to the relationship, and it made this defensive energy when it came to the way that you felt. It's almost a fight against the intuition. Wow, this is completely different than what I expected. There's an energy here of you denying the desire, you denying these romantic feelings and the desire to express them. You don't want to express them because you have an unhealthy attachment to the result. You're fighting these romantic feelings because of this defensiveness. You're in denial because before this relationship may have been unhealthy. Or you have a heavy history of unhealthy relationships. But you're trying to be guided here. Both of you. And it feels like this person is more in surrenderance to the guidance. Actually asking for more of it. You've got negative thinking in your mind that's causing you to procrastinate. You're not seeing the beauty of the natural world, which is to me saying the way that life works, the way that things can be divinely orchestrated. You're fearing change. You may be fearing that this person hasn't changed, or that the change this person has experienced means now this connection has to change. It has to take a different course. And we've seen engagement, a higher level of commitment. Because it feels like both of you have recognized that you deserve love. There's a hesitance here on giving the relationship a chance. One, from low self-esteem that and it feels like maybe this person won't. Rejection, a fear of rejection. And for you, it's a fear of what if it's the same? For you, it's the fear of the result that you've already created in your mind. But there has to be a surrenderance to change. And when you love yourself first, the stress falls away because you know that if you love yourself, you're going to attract someone who loves you equally or more. Calling in your soulmate. Tell me more about this unhealthy attachment to the result. And this unhealthy attachment to the result feels like it's what's blocking the intuition here. It feels like you know intuitively, but you're rejecting the information. It's not like you're not receiving the information. It's just you're wanting to look at it from your perspective. You're in denial. You're wanting to look at it from your perspective, rather than what is obviously being displayed in your physical reality. It feels like, it may be more, like I said, it's synchronicities. Both of you have these synchronicities happening in the physical space. Give me more here. Defensiveness. And as I said, defensiveness, what do we have? You're defensive because the results before have been lack. A feeling of left out in the cold. A feeling of not getting what you want. You may have expressed your feelings before and was met with resistance. And you're like, some shit has to change. And it has. It feels like what you need to know is that things have changed. Where things weren't able to be conveyed properly before, it's coming in without understanding. Meaning it feels like when this person comes in and you begin to communicate, there's Five of Pentacles energy still with this Knight of Swords. It's truth, but it's not the truth that you expected. You have to get... It's almost like you have to put an end to the thought that you created. Your perception of what the sun brings in, your perception of what the information was. Right? The sun is knowledge as well. Feels like a misinterpretation of knowledge. Having to come to grips with that. It feels like this communication here is more stable. Different than the past, but not exactly what you wanted. It's a page. That's not what you wanted. You wanted this person to... And there's, just about to say, there's an energy of two people here. Typically, there's two people chained. I feel like in your decision, there's a decision here that needs to be made. Are you lingering in creating something new with the soulmate that was calling you in? Who's using their soul power to call you in. This person is definitely, again, putting that energy in a physical way to try to balance shit out. In a spiritual way, trying to balance shit out. They want the love to be even. There's a potential here that they see, and it feels like it's undeniable. It's something that's made them surrender the ego that they've carried since childhood, because they feel like this is a part of their path. And it's like this sense here of, look at this ace, they don't want it to be over. Look at that. There's a sense here of this separation being a part of the path, but them feeling as if coming back together is also supposed to be a part of the path. They're really, really extremely optimistic. They feel like if they're not optimistic, then it's not who the new them is. Then it's like they compare an unwillingness to believe the best can still happen. They compare that to being a version of their old self. And in a sense, you do the same. But you feel like, and it's a shared energy, it feels like, where one feels like I have to move forward with this person. The other person feels like, well, I must have to move forward with someone else. But the energy may be being misinterpreted. Whether or not it's meant to stay together or not, there's a fated meeting, it feels like, that's predestined, where some things are going to come out. I've got someone at the door, so we'll extend this. I'll continue on in another video.